What is up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Wigan Liverpool post-match analysis and review video. But first of all, let me know, what do you think about Mohamed Salah's full Liverpool debut? He started the game on the right wing and I thought he had a great debut. Any debut where you score a goal on your debut is a pretty decent debut, but I think he was more than decent. He was a live wire, a real threat. And he reminded me of Sadio Mane. Does this mean that Mane will play on the left wing? Because Salah mostly played on the right wing. So that's the big question. And actually Salah made a brilliant run, absolutely roasting the Wigan left back in the first minute. And then he should have hit the target, but he blasted just high of the near post. But that run just whet the appetite of the Liverpool fans, and it was a really good game to watch. The pitch wasn't perfect because, you know, it's a kind of a rugby pitch, and I was just hoping that most importantly no Liverpool player should get injured in these preseason friendlies. Mane is still not back fully fit from his injury, so at the moment, you know, Salah started with Firmino up front and Coutinho on the left side, and the second half was also a very interesting lineup where Sturridge started up front with Solanke and Origi on either side of him, and that attack looked pretty promising as well. But some players showed a little bit of a rustiness. There was some very attractive build-up play by the Liverpool players. Wijnaldum finds Firmino in the box, but Firmino chests the ball down and his touch lets him down and it rolls to the goalkeeper. There shouldn't we jump to too many conclusions regarding the lineup and the formation and the tactics, because Jurgen Klopp said that he still has like a month until the first game of the Premier League season against Watford, and he has no idea how exactly Liverpool will line up, but I think he will pretty much try to favor the 4-3-3 formation again this season, and all the players that he already signed and who he is pursuing point to that formation. But I will be honest, I would love to see sometimes especially against the smaller sides, for Liverpool to try out the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond formation with Sturridge and maybe Firmino up front, and then, you know, Coutinho behind them, and then or maybe Salah behind them, and then Coutinho in the deeper midfield role, and hopefully Naby Keita will sign for Liverpool. By the way, I will have a new transfer video up for you guys later today, so stay tuned, and the new career mode video is in the works as well. So on Saturday we will have a lot of videos, and on Sunday as well, so if you are excited for that, smash the like button. So Wigan came into the game a little bit more after the first like 15-20 minutes, where Liverpool really should have scored, or should have at least tested the goalkeeper a little bit more. Lallana had a shot from the edge of the box which really should have hit the target. Maybe the players were a little bit rusty. I try to find excuses for them, but yeah, this wasn't like the best Liverpool performance that you will ever see in a preseason game. But this preseason, it's all about building up fitness, building up the better understanding of the players, and both Solanke and both Salah, the two new signings, showed pretty promising signs, and I think we played a much better football against Tranmere Rovers. Of course, that opposition was non-league opposition, and Wigan take the lead with a really disappointing goal, because I think, you know, nobody expected the ball to ricochet from one Wigan player to the next. The Wigan player has a shot, and instead of him hitting the ball, it actually hits his standing foot. So the Liverpool players didn't expect that at all, nobody could. And the ball fell to another player, and Firmino closes him down, but the ball goes through Firmino's legs, which is just plain unlucky, and Mignolet is pretty much unsighted, and it goes into the bottom corner. So Wigan were 1-0 up in the middle of the first half, which was a really disappointing goal to concede. Liverpool's defense probably should have done better in terms of blocking the shot, and then Coutinho had some long range strikes. One of them tested the goalkeeper well, but the other one flew over the bar. And then just before half time, Wigan dilly-dally at the back, pass it around the back, really slow build-up play, and Liverpool, who are famous for their counter-pressing, their gegenpressing under Jurgen Klopp, of course, you know, jumped to the two defenders who were passing the ball between each other, and Coutinho dispossesses the defender. He slips in Firmino, who very unselfishly tees up Mohamed Salah, who has an open goal, an empty net, to slot it home. And that meant a lot to Salah. You could see he had a beaming smile on his face, and Firmino as well, congratulating him. And that's what you get with Firmino. He's such an unselfish player. And yeah, second half, Liverpool, I felt, should have and maybe could have played better, but of course in the first half there were 7 players who will probably start in Liverpool's strongest 11. In the second half there were just 3 or 4 Liverpool players who will probably start next season, so it's kind of understandable that the second half performance by Liverpool was a little bit disappointing, but I still expected quite a lot more from the Liverpool players. And Sturridge had a glorious, absolutely glorious chance in the 87th minute to win the game, where he gets a fantastic ball, he runs through, paces, runs past the defender, and then he has basically just the goalkeeper to beat, but instead of his trademark curling left foot shot, he blasted high and wide, not at all handsome shot, and the chance goes begging, and that was the chance which I felt Liverpool should have and maybe could have taken. Solanke had a pretty good moments in the second half, but I felt Solanke as well played better in the second half of the Tranmere Rovers game, where he actually had a shot which was saved, which I think it was Chirivella who scored. Gomez had pretty good touches. It was so good to see Joe Gomez back into the starting lineup, and Kevin Stewart, interestingly, played as a centre-back in the second half. Lucas didn't even play in this friendly. Does this mean that Lucas will leave for Lazio? There are serious rumors about you know, a deal being potentially done. And actually, what says a lot about Liverpool's performance in the second half, I don't want to be overly critical, but I still expect Liverpool to win every game, and I want Liverpool to win every game. Origi showed great pace, and he squares the ball into a cross goal, but there is nobody to tap it home into the empty net, which was again very disappointing. But interestingly, what says a lot about Liverpool's performance is that the player who had the most chances and the most shots in the second half was Dejan Lovren, the centre-back, and Lovren was desperately unlucky. He had a fantastic header after, I think it was a Milner cross, and the header clips the outside of the far post and goes wide and goes out for a goal kick, which is so unlucky, because just a couple of inches inside and that ball bounces into the goal from the post. So it was a very disappointing, but there was not that many chances in the second half to write home about. Sturridge had some good shots which tested the goalkeeper, but Sturridge had a guilty chance, as I already said, in the 87th minute, which he really should have finished. So overall, a good workout for Liverpool. The result is a little bit disappointing. The first half performance is very encouraging, and lots of players, including especially Mohamed Salah, showed a lot of great moments, a lot of great touches. The second half performance, not that great, not that exciting, but you could understand because Liverpool made a lot of changes. I mean, Stewart played as a centre-back, and Grujic and Chirivella in midfield. So yeah, this wasn't Liverpool's like first choice 11, but still Liverpool should have done a little bit better in the second half, I felt. But it's pre-season, the players are just getting back from their holidays, so fitness needs to be the main priority for players to build up, and that was a good workout in terms of fitness in the second half, in my opinion. Liverpool really are trying to do deals in the transfer market. Jurgen Klopp said that he's very optimistic about Liverpool's transfer window, because they are working very hard behind the scenes, and I will report on the Van Dijk and Naby Keita deal and the latest transfer news in a later video. But Jurgen Klopp actually responded to a question where a journalist asked him about nervous fans, what Jurgen Klopp thinks about fans who think that Arsenal and Manchester United had a better window. And Jurgen Klopp said that if they are nervous, he can't do anything about it. What he can say is that he's calm and he's confident Liverpool will be a lot stronger next season than they were last season, and Liverpool will get the players that they want, that will strengthen them, and that is good enough for me. I fully trust Jurgen Klopp, and I really think if we can pull off the Keita and Van Dijk deals, then Liverpool had one of the best transfer windows in the past 10 years, and I really mean it. But of course that is a lot of ifs until that happens, but I'm really excited to report more transfer news videos for you guys, so stay tuned, and the new career mode video is coming later today. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Goodbye.